Welcome to the shop where the colors come alive. Collectors dream and memories shine like fireworks in the sky. Stacked to the ceiling with stories in light. Magic in the air when the toys play at night. Robots spinning, Game Boys flashing, action figures strike a pose. Barbie's got her sunglasses on, G.I. Joe's in hero mode. Arcade lights and vintage chimes, glowing warm and bright. Everybody smiles when the toys play at night. Race cars roaring down the aisle like thunder and chrome. Furbies waking up like they just found home. Every shelf's a treasure map, everything feels right. Step into the wonder when the toys play at night.
The following program is being brought to you by the Hippie Broadcasting Network, WTHC Radio, and Stoner Records. Now here's your host, George.
Yo, Joe.
Don't yell that. It wasn't.
Where's Joe?
Go, Joe. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure shit out over here. How are you? How was your week?
Oh, it has been hot here.
Oh, I heard. Yeah.
Heat index in the hundreds.
It was in the hundreds today. It was in the high 80s here, but it was very, very humid. Hi, Skunky.
Yeah.
Welcome in, James and Granny. Welcome in, Matt. Thank you all for being here. Let's share it out. Let's like, subscribe, and whatever else we're supposed to do. We got an amazing show for you, right, George?
Yes, we do. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. As I did my research, I remember more and more about how much I enjoyed G.I. Joe. I'll tell you honestly.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? I hardly had any G.I. Joe figures when I was little.
Really?
I liked Army Men. I liked the little plastic guys.
I did too, but G.I. Joe was badass, man.
I know, but I guess
I get it. I get the little green dudes and the little blowing up the castles and the making of the digging in the mud and making rivers and canals.
My Army Men
didn't want to ruin you were kind of nerdy, so you didn't want to ruin your G.I. Joes. So you didn't.
No, and that's the thing. I didn't want to play with them outside.
No, they couldn't go outside, just like Star Wars or any of your other toys, right? They were indoor toys only.
Well, and I didn't have any Star Wars either.
Because they couldn't get dirty.
I don't know. Like, I loved my Army Men. That's what I played with. And Smurfs. Army Men and Smurfs.
You played with Smurfs?
Yes.
How do you play with Smurfs? Let me explain to me. How do you play Smurfs?
Okay. Here's the thing. With Smurfs, they live outdoors. So you play with them outdoors amongst the plants and the rocks. And then the Army Men come in and invade and kill all the Smurfs.
You are sick. You're
I know.
Sick puppy.
But that's what I did.
Nobody kills the Smurfs.
Well, the Smurfs, of course, fought back.
Listen, the Army Men fought against other Army Men on the other side of the yard, and it was a big, long battle and traveling to get to there. To finally have our war, and then we would throw rocks, blow up the other person's.
Well, I didn't throw rocks. You know what we did?
Oh, no.
We went and grabbed, the hardened dirt little balls, and threw those, and then those things flew, and then boom, there was a dust cloud.
Yeah, dust cloud. Yeah, absolutely. That rocks, sticks, whatever.
That's why I like Army Men.
When we throw it, and if it blew up everybody, it blew up everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I want to go do that now.
And then we would, you want to go do it? Let's get out of here, man. I want to go build a fucking fort in the backyard.
That sounds really exciting. I forgot about me doing that.
How much fun. Remember, we would run water through, not we, because we didn't play together.
Water.
We would have hose running so that it had like a river running through our mom and dad were very happy.
You know what I should do? You know what I should do? Just because
for your son, so he
just because we're talking about Army Men, and this is G.I. Joe, and it all fits the same. During commercial break, I should go over and grab my one photo album and show you what I used to do with Army Men.
I don't want to know what you used to do with Army Men.
Wow. Oh, you're going to be amazed.
You're a weirdo. Oh, all right. I thought, all right. Yeah, all right. I'm a weirdo for went and thinking there. I'm sorry.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. What the hell were you doing?
I was artistic.
Artistic, I'll say. What does this guy say? G.I. Joe was were fun to shoot at with BB guns.
Yep.
Were fun. Yes. No, I didn't shoot at my. I said, I don't know if I really collected them, but I remember a lot about them as I was doing my research. I'm like, oh, that dude was my favorite. I remember him being really cool, and But my brother, he had everything G.I. Joe, everything. If he still had it, he'd be a millionaire.
Yep.
Especially that one item that we're gonna show.
I
oh my God.
The stuff I wish I would have collected.
Right. And that must make you sad now that you're a collector and you don't have any G.I. Joe or G.I. Joe knowledge. I'm the host.
If I could, travel back in time, I would go back to the 80s and tell myself, or just stay there and buy toys and put it away.
Oh, G.I. Joe, yeah.
Yep.
Right. So the original G.I. Joe launched in
1964.
Very good. As a 12-inch military figure, and Hasbro pushed the term action figure so boys would not think they were playing with dolls.
Yeah.
The marketing move changed the whole toy industry. Before superheroes took over toy aisles, G.I. Joe made it okay for boys to play with.
Yeah, there were Barbie dolls. Girls had the Barbie dolls, so Hasbro decided to make a doll for boys.
I want to know which sister, first of all. Hold on. We got breaking news. T-Bro shot his sister with a BB gun one time. Yeah, which sister? Is it Beak? Oh, I never shot my sister.
Well,
I got shot.
My friends and I used to have BB gun wars.
Oh, yeah. I got shot right underneath the eyeball.
Yep, I did that to a friend of mine accidentally.
It hit me right under my eyeball. I was ducking down behind a log, and I peeked my eye up, and dude knew exactly when. And pow! And I said, "Oh, you shot my eye out!" And I never played again.
Yep.
That was it.
When I did that same thing to my friend accidentally, that was the last time we played too.
No, he went into the Marines and became a sicko. I think he had the hunting killer instinct in him because
I think so.
Out. Yeah, from across the pit, man, it was huge. Anyway, let's get back to our show. I agree. He probably did. T-Bro went on to become a Marine as well after that, so that makes sense. Coincidence? I don't know how to upload pictures. All right. This is the wrong show, James. This is the wrong show, buddy.
Here's the thing. I had my two oldest boys. They grew up with Army stuff. Their rooms were decorated fully in Army. Like they had everything Army. And I even built like a bunk beds that had the camouflage netting around. I did everything, and they turned out fine. They had no want to go in the Army. Guns are So I think it just because you surround yourself with it doesn't mean that that's what you become. But if you have issues, then maybe that allows it.
You see what James said? I just got the classified scale Cobra Claw. I missed that one. Nice job, James. The 1982 relaunch changed Joe from the 12-inch figure into the famous 3.75-inch scale, which made vehicles, bases, tanks, planes, and huge playsets possible.
Absolutely.
PBS note, the Star Wars 3.75-inch toy boom helped make the relaunch look like the right move. Joe got smaller, and that's how the world got bigger.
Yep. It is.
Tell me to shut up if I'm taking any of your stuff. Serious question.
Oh, you're
What's
doing
the
good.
name of the first G.I. Joe? I'm really curious.
Joe Coltrane.
Larry Hama.
General Joseph B. Coltrane. That was the first one, a 12-inch action figure.
Really?
Yep.
The toys, Marvel.
And I'm looking at the picture, and that is the one I've seen again and again. It is
in the
a common
comics
face.
or in the cartoon movie version.
Well, and I watched the first live action movie today. I thought I'd get a little caught up on things. I was going to watch both, but I was watching other movies.
You should have told us beforehand, James, and we could have done that. But now the show has started, bro.
Exactly.
Oh, James, what am I going to do with you? We'll have to have another G.I. Joe show where we'll have James up as a guest. That's what we could do next time.
Well, exactly. And people can show their collections.
Absolutely. That's genius. I am a fucking genius. God damn. I should run a radio station for a living. That would be amazing. Anyway, moving on. Joe Mama. Oh, bro, you're so funny. No. She said no. Granny said no. See, but Joe said, Razorback said thank you. All right, moving on. So go ahead. I got pictures. What do you want to do? I don't want to screw up I know you have a set thing here.
Well, it's pretty much talking about it. Like for me, G.I. Joe was all about the cartoons.
Do you know who Larry Hama is?
Who?
Larry Hama, Hama.
Familiar. I can't place it though.
All right, well, so can I read this one? Larry Hama gave the toys their soul. Larry Hama did not just write comics, he wrote many of the classic file cards on the back of the packages, giving the figures names, specialties, personalities, hometowns, and attitudes. That is a huge reason fans remember these characters as people, not just plastic soldiers.
Yep, he was a Marvel Comics writer.
Yeah, I got it.
I knew the name sounded familiar.
That's interesting.
I'm horrible with names. Absolutely horrible. If they're not written in front of me, I can't remember names.
See, there it is. James has got it. Joe Colton. Was that the name of G.I. Joe first, right? That's what.
Yeah, that was the first G.I. Joe.
So we should have just invited him up here for the show today. He could have been a great guest. Our next question: how did he go from general to GI? Yeah, I think he lost a couple ranks for inappropriate attitude. He went from general to just regular guy. Regular guy. Yeah, just regular dude. G.I. Joe helped create toy commercial history. How about that?
Yes, they did.
In 1982, Marvel G.I. Joe comic was promoted with animated TV commercials. Those ads were often cited as the first TV commercials used to promote a comic book, and Hasbro could use more animation because the ad was technically selling the comic book, not directly selling the toy. G.I. Joe was doing transmedia before everybody had a fancy word for it.
Between comics,
What's
the
up,
action
Tyler?
figures,
How
and
are
the
you?
cartoons. They had 3 sources.
Oh, he was GI first and then worked his way all the way up to general. Oh.
Yeah. Now, I love the cartoons. They were my absolute favorite. I love G.I. Joe cartoons.
The bomb. I love corn dogs. Go ahead. Comment. What? I'm sorry.
Well, the cartoons I loved. That's where my core memory is with G.I. Joe. All about the cartoons, not the toys, because I didn't play with them. Right. There was one toy that I had.
The cartoon. Well, maybe I did watch the cartoons, and maybe that's why I have such knowledge of it. But I don't remember playing. My brother had the toys, and I was
the cartoons were everything. I loved watching G.I. Joe. And I did get one
see
toy.
If I enjoyed it, if not, if I remember.
I did have a G.I. Joe vehicle, and I don't have the exact one that I have here that was mine when I was little, but I do have one for sale.
That reminds me, a great friend of mine asked me to ask you, sir. Yep. No, not that other one. I never got to talk to that gentleman, but a new friend, a different friend asked me, can you or do you have access to an A-Team van? Do.
I might have one in storage. I'm not 100% sure.
Not to change the subject, but a friend of mine was looking for one, and they said it was very important to them and remembered them their childhood, and they wanted it. And I said, I might.
It is a possibility. Like I said, I have so much in storage.
Yeah, the possibility that you'll never find it because the storage shed is filled.
I know what bins it would be in if I had it, but it's just getting to the bins.
All right, my next question is gone. So go ahead. It was there and now it's gone.
Like I said,
Kit, the car, Kit too. What about Kit? Do you have any Kit?
I do not have Kit. If I would ever find a Kit car, it would be mine.
Michael.
I do have Michael Knight. I do have his action figure for sale.
Okay. I'll pass it on. Thank you. All right, pass it on. Get back to G.I. Joe, bro.
G.I. Joe. But yeah, like I did not collect. I did not play with the G.I. Joe figures, but I did have one vehicle. And we'll show it a little bit later here with the little.
You had this vehicle when you were a child, and you still have it now.
It's a different one. I came across it in a collection, and it's like, oh wow, I had that. Man, so it brought back a memory.
All right, let me read this next one because then I can bring up pictures because this is what the pictures come to. All right. Yep. The first wave had some of the famous original 13 Joes, but they were made with limited mold.
Yes.
Molds. The original 13 used only 6 head molds, with Stalker, Snake Eyes, and Scarlett getting unique heads while others shared the generic head. Did you know that?
Yep.
I did not know that. I thought they were all different.
Joe like sharing their heads.
So here we have some images. I've uploaded some images of our original 13. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's look at this one first.
Okay.
Bam! Look at that. I think that page right here might be worth money. It looks vintage.
I definitely recognize some of them.
Oh, yeah. But which ones have the same head? I mean, did they same head, but they put a mustache on it or different color?
If you look at number 2 and 6 are the same.
2 Stalker and 6 Clutch.
Then if you look at 7 and 10, those 2 are the same.
10.
Actually, 2, 6, and 8 are the same.
Oh my God, you're ruining G.I. Joe for me. Let's update
No,
it.
but they did that
newer.
with He-Man. They did that with all different, action figures way back when. It was all about cutting costs.
Dude, hippie, you smooth. Shh, don't tell everybody, dude. Ruining my stuff. Sweet, an A-Team van. This guy likes A-Team too. Razorback guy. Technically, I was GI T-Bro, but then you worked your way up to General T-Bro. Looks like the Village People photo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, goodness. Say unique New York 5 times fast. Very fast. Unique New York. I can't even say it one time. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Why are we doing this? Hi, Katie. How are you, Catherine? And hello, Wagwan Sean. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We are talking G.I. Joe, and I got more images, but I wanted to catch up on some of that. All right, so here we go. Here's some of the main images.
Yep.
Steeler.
They had so many names. Going through G.I. Joe's price and sell, I was so amazed by the names because I did not know all of them.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I remember when I was looking at the top 13, I said, "This is what's bringing back the memories." Here's Grand Slam. Oh yeah, he was badass. A little help here. Are you not? You don't have nothing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just watching. I'm enjoying.
Breaker or breaker 112. Right. How about Flash? Oh, Bazinga.
He's a flasher.
Oh, he's one of those. Where are we? Here we are. Rock and roll. He was one of my favorites.
He looks like Ben Stiller.
He looks like what's his face? Well, kind of in the face he looks like Ben Stiller, but he looks like Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. All right, Clutch. He was always Clutch. He always came in clutch with us. I loved Clutch. I don't know why. Stalker. That's a little creepy.
Yep.
And how about there he is? That was always my favorite.
He was my favorite too.
Yeah, my favorite. I don't know why. I just like Snake Eyes. And Hawk. Yeah, I remember Hawk. Starting to get into the popular ones now. Scarlett. She was sexy. She was a sexy doll. Grunt. And
Not Tim Allen.
What?
Not Tim Allen.
Oh, I thought they wanted me to grunt. Short Fuse. He was an angry fella, wasn't he? In the cartoon.
I don't remember. Like I said, I'm horrible with names.
And Zap to wrap it up. There they are, the top 13 GI Joes and their collector cards.
And I forgot to even grab this one. Let me shut the light off.
All right, let me.
Now it made it a little better. But there's Stalker. I have him in the box for sale.
Is he on the website?
He is on the website. 20%
off WTHC there, James. Stalker in the box.
Well, the box comes with. He's out of the box.
Ooh, blasphemy.
You know, it is really hard to find G.I. Joes in their boxes because people play with them. But they did keep the boxes, which is unusual. Out of all toy lines, people kept the G.I. Joe boxes.
Snake Eyes is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
If you really, compare, that could be where Deadpool came from,
He's a spin-off of G.I. Joe.
In a sense, someone got inspired by him and was like, "Ooh, I can create a character that actually
which
talks
came
too
first,
much."
the G.I. Joe or the pool?
G.I. Joe was first, but you have to remember, Snake Eyes does not speak, and Deadpool doesn't shut his mouth. So
opposites. Yeah,
opposites.
Paul Abdul sang about that once.
So someone could have got inspired.
Right. It says Cobra Kai. That's the Karate Kid.
That's Karate
Cobra was not a huge at first. In 1982, the toy line Hasbro started with mostly Joes and only a tiny Cobra presence. The first assortment had 9 G.I. Joe figures and 2 Cobra figures, with Cobra Commander offered later as a mail-in figure. Cobra took over our childhood, but they started small.
Yes, I do remember that. The commercials.
You could probably take Zap down, huh? Zap, get the hell out of here, bro.
If you remember any of the commercials on TV, that's exactly how it was. They always showed, the good guys. There was hardly any bad guys.
They didn't. There was none left, bro. G.I. Joe had taken care of them. The whole crew took care of them. There was no bad guys in the world. We had nothing to worry about. Great American hero.
That's why the Army men went after the Smurfs.
Oh, now it's all coming together.
Exactly.
The poor Smurfs. They were defenseless. They could barely handle themselves against Azrael.
Smurfs had magic. They had magic powers.
Only one, Papa, and the rest of them were a bunch of dorks that he had to take care of.
They built things.
And blew them up and giggled and laughed. They were nerds. They were good for putting on the desk in front of you at school, and the girls would be like, "Oh, I want that one."
Yep, I remember that too.
And then you would give it away and pretend like you had a girlfriend for a day or two until she threw it back at you and said, "I hate you. Don't touch me." Oh, sorry. That's bad. Wrong story. Moving on. In the Marvel comic version, Cobra Commander's backstory is surprisingly grounded. He was once a struggling used car salesman whose bitterness, grief, and manipulation skills eventually helped him build Cobra. Did you know that?
I did not know that. And the movie line has a completely different story.
Joe, did he own a car dealership beforehand?
I have no idea.
James, I keep calling him Joe. James. Yeah, I'm not into 6-inch figure. I didn't even know they had 6-inch figures.
Yeah, there is another size one, but James does have a point there. When it comes to G.I. Joe collectors, you do have the 2 different types. You have the 12-inch collectors, and then you have pretty much the other 2 sizes. There is a big separation. I see that with collectors coming in the store.
Are they haters? Do they hate each other?
I don't think they're haters, but they only focus on what they collect when it comes to G.I. Joe, where a lot of collectors, it is anything and everything that is that.
Yes,
but those are different for some reason.
He was a car dealer. Wow. Thank you. Where were we? You want to show some of your pictures? You want to talk about that? Are we ahead of schedule? You want to do the commercials and then we'll do that?
Or I can show some of my toys that are here, and then we do pictures when we come back, because I don't have a lot of toys here. Unless,
okay. So when do I do commercials? Just tell me.
We'll show these few, and then we'll do the commercials.
All right. So now George is going to show us a few of his toys that might or might not be for sale right now.
No, they're all for sale.
All for sale. All
so
on the website.
This is what the 12-incher looks like. He's big.
He is huge. Look at the size of him. Has he got the Kung Fu hand grip?
He does.
my God. I've never seen it that close.
Yep. It's weird. And the funny part is his other hand. Look how weird that one is.
Yeah, what is he doing?
It's like he's ready to pick his nose.
The 12 inches were too much like Barbie, says James.
Yep. And that's what a lot of people say. No, that it's a trigger called a trigger finger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where it sticks out. Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Let me grab. I got one more 12-incher here.
Oh yeah. How you doing, big boy?
And they're buff.
Yeah, they are. Kind of looks like Kurt Angle.
But you have to remember when it came to like Masters Universe, look how buff they were.
Yeah, good point. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Now we got the little 3 1/4 inchers, which you can see the size difference.
Hey God, where the hell did he go?
Exactly.
I can't even see him. Who's that?
That is
That's that dude with the gold on his chest, right?
TJ Bang.
That's him. Yep, TJ Bang. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't know if you said it. You might have when you were telling your little history thing. The reason why they went from 12-inch to the smaller ones is because they couldn't fit in the vehicles.
Yeah, and then they said that then they were able to bring vehicles, boats,
Exactly.
other items to the whole thing.
Because if you look at the Barbie dolls,
yeah,
like
stupid
the
car.
one thing that I have quite a few of is the big Barbie van, like
camper. Yeah,
the camper van. I have like 5 of those, and they take up so much space. I hate those things. And they're so big. So,
yeah, I get it. Go on.
Yep. Here's another one.
Which one's that guy?
That one is Ninja Force Dice.
That's what I was gonna guess.
He had a ninja mask on, so that was sort of a giveaway.
Ninja Force Dice, yeah. Oh yeah.
That one's Tomahawk.
Tomahawk. Do you have the Baroness?
No.
Oh, damn it. Do you know her?
I think this one isn't a G.I. Joe. I grabbed one that wasn't a G.I. Joe. So I was going to talk about it anyway because they made lots of other, army groups with good guys, bad guys. And this is one of the bad guys. And this was American Defense. So that was another G.I. Joe type line, a copycat.
American Defense.
American Defense. And then you have another great big line, which of course my brain does not want to work right now. But it's a very generic toy line of action figures, just like that, of all different G.I. Joe types. And you can sort of tell because they're like a 4.5-inch figure, so they're a little bit bigger. But originally, those were not worth hardly anything. And when I first started with the toys, like I couldn't even get $1 for them. Now they've started to go up in price a little bit, so they're like $3 to $5 a piece. I think my other 2 here are G.I. Joe. Yep.
2 more.
Yep. So this is Zanzibar.
Oh yeah.
He has a ponytail. It's made out of hair.
I know. I see that. Zanzibar.
Yep. And then this one is from 2004 when they did the reinsurgence of the smaller characters. So they made them a little bit different. Like their arms pop out a little bit more, a little bit more articulated than the older ones. I don't have a name for him. But here is the one vehicle that
you ought to see the classified 1/12 scale vehicles. 1/12.
Yeah, I know they make lots of them. I don't know which ones those are though. But here's what I was talking about.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the bridge unfolds.
It opens.
So I had this when I was little. I played with that with my Army men. I didn't play with the GI Joes. I played with Army men with that, and I had fun because you could go over water and everything. It was great.
Yeah. Did Cobra Commander work better as a con man or a monster?
He was a con man.
You think?
Yeah. He always tried to trick people and deceive, steal and cheat and all that. Yeah,
was
he
Destro
was
actually smarter than Cobra Commander?
He was not smarter, not at all.
Destro, no.
The brains behind was Destro.
I said, was Destro actually smarter than Cobra?
Oh,
Commander?
I thought you said Cobra Commander. Yes, Destro. He was the brains. Cobra Commander was
more
not.
dangerous as a terrorist army or as a corporation?
I would say a cross between the two.
Would Cobra have won if Septor was not such an egomaniac?
I don't remember who Septor was.
Me neither. Was Cobra cool, creepy, or completely ridiculous?
I actually thought he was really cool. Like you looked at his character, how his head looked, his face shield and all that. It was actually really cool. It was a great design for an enemy.
Was Snake Eyes the real star of G.I. Joe?
Absolutely, 100%. He was the best character on there.
Would the USS flag even be possible to sell today?
No. And the reason behind it, that thing would sell for $500, $600 retail.
Who had the better toy designs, G.I. Joe or Cobra?
I would have to say Cobra.
Yeah.
But if you take out the big aircraft carrier and the spaceship, you take those two out because those were amazing.
The aircraft carrier was amazing, yeah.
Yeah. If you take those two big things out, then Cobra had the better characters. They had more weapons on them.
Did Cobra have better branding than than the heroes? I'm sorry.
Yes, absolutely. Because once the Cobras came out, it was push for all that stuff. So there was a lot more branding on it.
Was G.I. Joe really a military toy line, or was it a sci-fi pretending to be military?
Military.
You think?
Yeah. You had your technology in there, but everything has technology in. So,
right.
Yeah, it was military.
All right. Well, let's do our
I look at it, the Army Men stuff and the G.I. Joe, that was all, a push by the government to, help recruit.
Yeah. Young men to the military.
Absolutely.
Go Joe.
Go Joe.
Let's do our commercials. We'll be right back. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Yep.
As soon as I can find them. There they are. Attention, cultivators and processors. If you're serious about quality, you don't guess, you test. And when it comes to testing in Oklahoma, there's only one name setting the bar higher than everyone else. That's Greenleaf Labs. OMMA licensed, PJLA accredited, trusted by patients who do it right. We're talking fast results, accurate data, defensible testing you can stand behind. No shortcuts, no funny numbers, no games. Just real results every single time. Whether you're growing it, processing it, or putting your name on it, Greenleaf Labs has you covered. They're not just another lab. They're your partner in quality, compliance, and doing it the right way. Greenleaf Labs, where quality gets proven.
Nobody. Nugs of many sizes, munchies, trippy friends, and stash jars are some of the gifts you'll find here at lovenugbudds.com for a unique gift for your 420 friend. Love Nug Buds will have what you want in the end.
Welcome to the shop where the colors come alive. Collectors dream and memories shine like fireworks in the sky. Stacked to the ceiling with stories in light. Magic in the air when the toys play at night. Robots spinning, Game Boys flashing, action figures strike a pose. Barbie's got her sunglasses on, G.I. Joe's in hero mode. Arcade lights and vintage signs, glowing warm and bright. Everybody smiles when the toys play at night. Race cars roaring down the aisle like thunder and chrome. Furbies waking up like they just found home. Every shelf's a treasure map, everything feels right. Step into the wonder when the toys play at night.
We're back.
Hey, Toys Play at Night.
Love that place. Love that place. Go to WTHC 20 at their website, toysplayatnight.com for 20% off everything on the website.
You do.
I gotta turn the volume back up. I forgot. All right. That Love Nug Buds commercial is so loud I have to turn the volume down.
I know it is.
It's like, oh, I'm like, God damn, I'm deaf.
Hey, it gets your attention.
Yeah, it does. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Thank you to our sponsors. We love them. In the Marvel comic, Cobra Commander's backstory is surprisingly grounded. He was once here it is, struggling used cars salesman who's bitter. Did I read that already? Yeah, I think I read that already. In the Marvel comic, Cobra used a quiet-looking town called Springfield. I wonder if that's where the Simpsons live.
Probably.
As a secret base. The idea is creepy because it looks normal from the outside, but underneath it is Cobra control, recruitment, and operations. Cobra was not just hiding in a volcano lair. They had suburbia weaponized.
Yep.
Didn't recognize that.
Yeah, in the cartoons, they showed so many different things. There was always bases under the ground in different towns and all that. Then when one base got destroyed, they went to another. Like I remember the cartoon.
Yeah, I don't. Not that much anyway. There we go. We did talk about this because this is where I was. Baroness existed before her action figure. The Baroness appeared in the Marvel comic in 1982, but she did not get her first action figure until the 1984 toy series. That makes her one of the best examples of comic helping build the toy line instead of the other way around.
Well, and I do remember some of the comics. You know, I was not a comic book collector in any big sense, but I did buy comic books. Yeah. When I was 19, I had a girlfriend that she collected comic books. She had a huge collection. I could not believe how many comic books that girl had.
I can't believe you had a girlfriend.
I did.
Wow. Holy shit. This is Mint. Mint. Did you hear that? I just said mint. This is awesome. He said, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. I remember that commercial. And knowing was half the battle. Anyway.
Yep. And there was always a very good message, you know, at the end of the shows, you know, just to be a good person, share, you know, don't do bad things.
Yeah, stay off drugs.
Yeah, that was everywhere. That was because of Nancy Reagan.
Nancy Reagan, that punk.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace. Anyway, Destro is a Scottish arms dealer, founder of Mars Industry, and supplier to Cobra. His mask is tied to family tradition. An ancestor was punished for selling weapons to both sides, and the family turned the mask from shame into pride.
Yep.
Destro is scarier than Cobra Commander in one way. Cobra wants power. Destro profits from war itself.
He was a smarter one.
I don't understand that, but okay.
Well,
I believe you.
he made all these great inventions that then Cobra Commander used. So he was pretty much, he had the inventor team, all the scientists on his side, or paid for or made to work for free, whichever.
Serpentor is one of the wildest ideas in the 80s cartoons.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Serpentor was created as Cobra's perfect leader from DNA linked to famous conquerors and military leaders like Caesar, Napoleon, Attila, Hannibal, Genghis Khan, and others. In the Sunbow cartoon, Sergeant Slaughter's DNA became a part of the mess too.
Yep. That's when Sergeant Slaughter came in.
Cobra looked at Cobra Commander and said, "Nah, we need a historical war smoothie."
I remember now.
Sergeant Slaughter was a part of G.I. Joe.
Oh, yes, he was.
The wrestler?
Yep. Looked just like him, too.
Go, Joe! I can't see it.
Well, and the funny thing is, my dad was into wrestling, like
I was
huge into wrestling.
Huge into wrestling back
and I went to wrestling events with my dad too. So I was into wrestling too, not as big as my dad because I saw it was fake. He thought it was real. So I wasn't into it as much because of that. But when Sergeant Slaughter came into, G.I. Joe, that was like a real exciting time, I think, for a lot of people that liked wrestling.
No. Let's show some of your pictures. What do you think?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. What do I got here? Right here. We're going to start out with some of the prices of some of this stuff and what they goes for, right? That's what we're talking here.
Yeah, I was looking up some of the rare stuff.
Yeah. All right. You got all these on hand, right?
Yeah, I wish.
There he is.
And I don't remember the year I looked at it, and I don't remember now. But that wasn't the original stuff.
And he's a 12-inch action figure.
Yeah, that's 12-inch.
$149 in box, but it says in stock. So I would think that they have a bunch of them. So
it might be.
I don't know. Moving on.
Yep.
Here we go. $299.
And one of the hard things is to find the figures carded. And there's two reasons behind it.
Like graded or carded?
Well, yeah,
back of the box.
I don't think that one was graded, but a lot of people do grade them only because they are rare. So you want to grade it to have it a little bit, worth more money. But the two reasons why you don't find G.I. Joes carded, one, G.I. Joes were played with. Like a lot. When you got the G.I. Joe, that little plastic blister was so easy to pull off. You pulled that toy out, you looked at the back, and you either tossed it or you cut it up because all the stats were on the back of those cards like a baseball card. Mm-hmm. So you had all information on the G.I. Joe. So you cut that out and you put that away in like a little file.
Yeah, you had to memorize it so that you would know.
That's why they were not kept in boxes. So when you do find the carded figures, they are actually worth a lot of money. And that's why you also find the cards, full cards, but no character on it because people kept those as like a memory or souvenir.
Right. Makes sense.
Yep.
$455. Good Lord. Talking.
So, some of those older beginning GI Joes are definitely worth the money.
He's cool. I want it.
And they had dog tags too, which you can see.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool. All right. $472. Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Yep.
G.I. Joe Duke, First Sergeant sealed on card Tiger Force vintage Hasbro.
Yeah, it's crazy the prices.
$499.95.
And you can see that's all complete. You know, there's a lot of stuff on there. And of course the box. Box is always important.
Right.
There's your big ship. That was the spaceship thing.
Probably held 10 or 12 Joes in there.
You held quite a few, and that thing was heavy too. I've only seen one once.
I don't remember it.
And that was ages ago. So
$650 for Joe C.
There's the Kung Fu grip.
With the Kung Fu grip. Holy shit, 1974.
Now, I had the opportunity to buy a huge collection of the 12-inch G.I. Joes.
You turned
Like,
it down.
I could have got a trailer full. This person was a huge collector. Just we could not come to a price.
Couldn't come to an agreement on a price.
Yeah.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
It would have been great to have that, though. But yeah, there's a 1964 one.
$700. Good Lord.
Now, these are the PSA ones. So it's in plastic and graded.
Yeah. I'll say $700.
And do you see that keyword that's on there?
Mock.
Unpunched.
Oh, no hole up top. Yep, I see it.
Yeah, we talked about unpunched and how that makes your toy more valuable with the carded stuff.
And what about this?
That's also the PSA graded one. Look at the price of that.
$2,000.
Yep.
2,300.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Crazy.
Unpunched, you said?
Yep. Unpunched.
Yeah.
That's where you definitely want to get your PSA done on it, because that's going to 4 or 5 times your dollar amount.
There you go again. Unpunched. $4,399.99.
And the thing when it comes to unpunched, it means it was probably not put out to the public. No one else touched it. Because if it was unpunched, it would have been on a hook.
Uh-huh.
So that's how you know, and that's why there's so
last but not least,
yeah, there it is.
the aircraft carrier. My brother had this.
New in the box, sealed.
He had it new in the box.
But look at that price.
At one point.
Now,
I know,
here's the sad part. I was dumb. I passed up one of these, not in a box, but just one of these. The person only wanted $300 for it, and I hesitated. So dumb, because they sell for $1,500 easily, and I was dumb and I hesitated. And then by the time I decided, someone else bought it.
That's horrible.
And that was only a couple years ago too. So, yeah, I had a dumb moment.
Hey, it happens to us all. What are you gonna do?
But you know what? I did learn from that. When I see something now, I don't hesitate. I say I'll take it, just like that.
Yeah, you got it.
That's how I got that big baseball card collection. I didn't even hesitate.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up, he's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe.
How was that? Huh?
That was good.
Beautiful. Right? Oh,
I want to go watch G.I. Joe cartoon now.
Well, good thing, because it's time to wrap this show up.
It's on Prime.
Is it?
If you want to go watch it.
Well, I'm gonna go watch it.
I think
I have
it's
to
like
watch
4
a couple
seasons.
it's like whenever we talk about these, I have to go watch a couple episodes because
I know. I do exactly the same thing.
I want to thank everybody who came in and hung out with us. Skylar, do you think, say I get my hands on a whole box full? I mean, I got siblings, they sold my game.
Wow.
Yes, if you get it, let us know. George is interested.
Yes. And I'm going to definitely keep my eye out for G.I. Joe. I have lots of customers that buy, so I'm always looking.
And our friend James, be ready. Next time we're going to have you up for our G.I. Joe show.
Yeah.
We're going to talk.
Yeah,
And
we do another episode of it.
Yeah. A couple weeks, whatever. We'll figure it out. I know Granny said no, but we'll have her both on. We'll have her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to grab my pictures, and I totally forgot. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, you never grabbed your pictures.
No, whatever.
Yeah, next time we'll save it for when James is here.
Yeah, we can do that then.
All right. I want to thank everybody. How about you? You want to thank everybody?
Yes, of course I want to thank everybody. Thank you all. There was lots of comments today. Really nice.
Great job. I appreciate everybody being here. Please make sure you like and subscribe.
Next week. Remember what we're going to be?
No.
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, you did tell me that. Yes, Mr. Potato Head next week. Woo, woo. And Mrs. Are we leaving her out? Or
I don't know.
There definitely was a Mrs. Potato Head.
Yes, there was a Mrs. Potato Head.
And little taters. I think they were tater tots.
Yeah, I forget what they were. I think they were taters. I think that's what they were called. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. And I actually have one of the original Mr. Potato Heads to show.
Yeah, very cool. My dad used to call me Mr. Potato Head.
Do I want to know why?
No, I don't know why. Just because he liked to make fun of me.
Oh, I see.
There was nothing in particular.
I
don't think. I got a big head. Maybe I got a big head. Look like a potato. All right. Peace, love, hippie hugs, and a whole bunch of toys. Until next time. Peace.
Welcome to the shop where the colors come alive. Collectors dream and memories shine like fireworks in the sky. Stacked to the ceiling with stories in light. Magic in the air when the toys play